Hello students, this is Miss Pooja Arun Matre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar East. Today's topic is Computer Networking and Data Communication, Chapter number 1, Fundamentals of Data Communication and Network Topology, Part 1. The learning course outcomes are introduction of data communication, definition of data communication, process of data communication, and characteristics of data communication. First, we will see the introduction of data communication. So, data is defined as a information which is stored in a digital form. A single data unit is called data. So, data is defined as a information, and data communication is the basic process of information exchange. So communication is the convenience of message from one communicating entity is called source or transmitter to the another communicating entity is called destination or the receiver, which is using the communication channel. That means communication is the information exchange process. So sender and receiver is present over there to start the communication. For example, communication system is a conversation of the peoples. Normally people use the verbal communications, that is verbal message. We talk, that means we are communicating with verbal communication. So the message is going through the air. So human can hear the message which use the medium as a air. So the invention of the telegraph, radio, telephone and television, which is made possible for the communication over the long distance. So convenience of a message could be followed by a reciprocal response message from the original destination to the original source to complete the communicating entities. And data can be correspond to the alphabet, numeric or symbols, and it consists of any one combination of the following, that is a microprocessor, control codes, user address, program data, basic information, etc. So the definition of the data communication is the exchange of information in the form of zeros and one between two digital devices via some form of transmission medium. Or another definition is the transfer of exchange of information from one computer to another computer is known as data communication. So before exchanging the information, creators and the user of the data should be agree upon the how information should be presented. So information that is presented in such a form is called data, and data communication is the process of exchange the data between source and destination. Process of communication. Data communication is the process of exchanging data information, or in case computer network, this exchange done between the two devices over a transmission between, that is the receiver and the sender. So the purpose of the data communication is to provide the rules and regulation that allows the computer with different disk, operating system, languages, cabling and locations to share the resources. The rules and regulations are called the protocols and standards in data communication. Here the figure shows the process of the data communication. The number of rules are designed to communicate with each other. So sender and receiver first design the rules, and that rules is known as the protocol. After that, sender sends a message to the receiver through the transmission medium. So the message is the information in the form of data to be communicated. It can be a text, numbers, pictures, sound, video, or any combination of them. Sender is a device that sends a data message. It can be any workstation, telephone, computer, handset, video camera, etc. And the receiver is the receives a message, or it also can be a computer, workstation, telephone, television, etc. Sender and receiver use the transmission medium. It is a physical path by which the sender and receiver connected with each other, and they travels the data through the transmission medium. It can be a fiber optic cable, coaxial cable, twisted pair cable, etc. Then protocol is a set of rules upon by the sender and receiver that coordinates the exchange of the information. Without protocol, sender and receiver cannot be communicated. Here are the functions of the each component in data communication. So the message is the information to be communicated. Sender is a device which sends the data. Receiver is the device which receives the data. Then transmission medium, it's a physical path which is connected between the sender and receiver, and data will be traveled from the transmission medium. Protocol is a set of rules for the communication. Next topic is the characteristics of the data communication. First characteristic is delivery. A system must be delivered data to the correct destination, and data must be received by the intended device or a user only by the device or user. So data communication system must deliver the data only to the user who is intended to use it and not anyone else. That means sender sends the data to the correct destination. It cannot send the data to any other device which are not connected with them. So the sender sends the data to the correct destination. That means senders delivered a data to the correct receiver. Second characteristic is accuracy. The system must be delivered data accurately. So data have been altered in transmission and left uncorrected and unusable data sent must be received in the same form. So data should be accurate. That means there is no noise, no damage, no any other data. So due to the noise, data may be altered or corrected when it is traveling over a communication medium. So error will be introduced and the accuracy of the received data is adversely affected. That is, when error is added in the original data, the receiver cannot receive the original data. It is affected data. So data communication system must design in such a way that the delivered data is accurate and free from any errors. So data should be error free. That is called the accuracy of the data. Third one is timeliness. The communication system must deliver the data in time. So the time delay is unacceptable for the audio and video data as it introduces error in the reproduced sound or a picture. So the data communication system should be delivered the data without any time delay. So such a data delivery is called a real-time transmission of the data. So when a sender and receiver communicate with each other, that time the timeliness is necessary. Because when a sender sends the data, a sender send any audio and video format of the data. So if the receiver is received the data in an accurate time or in a real time, so data is meaningful. Otherwise, sender and receiver cannot communication and transmission of the data in real time. So time delay is the issue of the data communication. So sender and receiver make sure the data which will be acceptable in a real time transmission. Next characteristic is the transmission system utilization. So it is a measure of the use of the transmission facilities that are shared among the number of the communicating devices. So various multiplexing techniques are used to share a total capacity of transmission medium with the number of users. So transmission utilization means it provides a facility to send a number of data at a time. Sometimes they use the transmission modes, half duplex, full duplex, etc. So transmission system utilization is provide a facility to share data and communicating devices. Next characteristic is error detection and correction. So transmitted signal may get distorted when it travels long distance through the medium. For example, A file from one computer can be transmitted to the other should be accompanied by the error detection code. That means when a data travel from the long distance, there is a chances of the data can be lost, data can be damaged, data can be distorted. That means the noise can added in that original data. So that time at the receiver side, the error detection and the error correction mechanism should be used just to receive original data. Next characteristic is synchronization. So receiver must be able to detect when transmission begins and when it ends. Synchronization between the receiver and transmission should be achieved using the handshaking signals. That means receiver and sender have to know which time or when they will send a data, and receiver will receive the data within a time. So receiver and sender, when they are communicating and they are connecting with each other, that is called the synchronization. So when the sender sends the data, the receiver have to know in which time, at which time, when or in how many minutes they will receive the data. This is called the handshaking signals, and it's a synchronization between the sender and the receiver. Next is the exchange management. Besides the nature and the timing of signals, there are the various requirements for communication between the two parties that comes under the term of exchange management. That means which devices are used, which rules are they follow, which cables they are used for the communication. All over the extra signals, extra timing communication requirements are comes under the exchange management. Thank you.